world. And these books are called nonfiction text because they include real information. They're called facts. And so as we read aloud, I want you to make sure that you're paying attention to the main topic. Okay, today's going to be all about Kwanzaa. And then in this book are going to be facts that give us key ideas, details, and events they do during Kwanzaa. Let me share the book with you. Okay, thumbs up if you see a book right now. Can you see a book? Can you see a drum? Thank you, excellent. Let me look. Ava can see it. Where's Hayes? Let me check Hayes. Hayes, can you see it? Okay, so this is called the nonfiction text. There are features to a nonfiction text. Can you guys see features? Yeah. So in a nonfiction text, you'll typically find a table of contents. I've got my arrow cursor going over that word. Say this with me. Table of contents. And what that does is it breaks down the sections in a nonfiction text. This book has 5 sections. A section about what is Kwanzaa, a section called Symbols of Kwanzaa. There's a picture glossary, an index, and a section called To Learn More. And if you look over here, this tells us what page we can turn to. Because let me tell you a secret. When you read a fiction story, you have to read the beginning, the middle, and the end, or lyric. The story wouldn't make any sense. But in a nonfiction text, sometimes you only need to read sections of the text to get the information because every section will have facts in it. So it tells me the page number here. Okay, I'm going to read. Again, you guys have to listen because you're going to answer questions while I read. Here we go. Turning the page. It says, what is Kwanzaa? Oh, look at that picture. You can get so many clues from a picture. I'm going to read. Kwanzaa begins on December 26th. It is an African American holiday. So those were facts. I'm going to look at the front of my room. Hold on one second, because I want you to be able to share with me. Aaliyah, when does Kwanzaa begin? Look at the text for evidence. You can unmute. Aaliyah, can you hear? Here we go.
3, 2.
Can you say December?
December
26th
26th.
is when Kwanzaa begins.
When's Kwanzaa begin?
Yeah, that was a tongue twister. Now, excellent. If you'll unmute. Excellent. Is this a European holiday or an African American holiday? Excellent. Aaliyah, will you mute for Miss Langford, please? Hold on, excellent. I can't hear you. Okay. I'm ready. Excellent. Is Kwanzaa a European holiday or an African American holiday?
An African holiday.
Is it, say it with me, an African American holiday?
An African American holiday.
Yes, that was the fact from the story. You can click mute. Let's go to the next page. The question is, what does Kwanzaa mean? Well, here's a fact. It means first fruits of the harvest. And that's why there's a picture of all these fruits. Ariella, what does Kwanzaa mean again?
Kwanzaa means is
Can you say first fruits
first fruits
of the harvest?
of the harvest.
Harvest
Harvest.
There you go. Go to the next page. Remember, our main topic is all about Kwanzaa. The question is, how do African Americans celebrate? It says we honor our history, see our clothes. They are from Africa. And so what they're wearing is called kente cloth. And it's even some over here on the tablecloth. The dowel's wrapped in it. Katana, will you unmute? Where do their clothes come from?
Finish this expression. We have 16 minus 4 equals 12.
Girls and boys.
Want me to read this one more time? Katana, how do African Americans celebrate? We honor our history, see our clothes. They are from Africa. Katana, where do the clothes come from?
8 and 5. 4
1 second.
and 1.
Ariella, can you please mute your microphone? Remember, you got to mute and unmute because we want to hear Katana now.
Good, Mark and Kenya. You guys did that speedy quick. Josh P is here and Winter.
Katana, where do the clothes come from?
They come from.
Okay, words down.
Look at the text for clues. The word is Africa. What is that word, Katana?
On the screen.
Africa.
You're able to see.
Very good. That's a fact. You can mute the microphone. Now it says, Kwanzaa lasts 7 days. Ava, how long does Kwanzaa last?
7 days.
In a complete sentence, Kwanzaa lasts 7 days. Try that again, Ava.
Days.
One more time. You were unmuted and muted and unmuted again. So unmute and complete sentence. Lasts 7 days.
7 days.
There you go. Thank you for persevering. Now, it says, we talk about 7 ideas. There is one idea each day. Arturo, can you unmute? Arturo, how many ideas are there?
7.
Yes. And Arturo, do they talk about the 7 ideas all at once or one each day?
Once at each day.
Yes, sir. One each day. So you're giving facts right now about Kwanzaa. Let's look at this page. You can go ahead and mute yourself, Arturo. Here we go. Make sure you're listening. Look at our table. We set out symbols. Heidi, what do they set out?
Simple.
In a complete sentence, they set out symbols.
They sound symbols.
They do set out symbols. Food makes them think of the harvest. It's one of their, one of the ideas is prosperity. Okay. So now I want you to look at this nonfiction text. I've got my cursor here. This is called a label, and it's pointing to this cup. And it says, the cup is for family. Lyric, what is the cup a symbol of?
The cup is for family.
Yes, Lyric. I love that you pulled that text evidence right from the book. Nicely done. Okay. Listen. We have 7 candles. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We light one each day. They sit in a wood Kanara. Oh, there's another label. Kanara. Haze. How many candles are there?
7.
In a complete sentence, there are
7 candles. They light them each day.
Where do they sit, Hayes?
They sit in a boat.
Oh, very close. Can you say Kanara?
Kanara.
Yeah, but that Kanara, it looks like a what, Hayes? You just said it.
A boat.
Yeah, it looks like a boat, but I want everyone to say this with me. Say Kanara.
Kanaro.
Kanara.
Kanara.
There you go. Let's turn that page. Hayes, if you'll mute, let me make sure I haven't missed anyone. Oh, there's Roy. Mute your microphone. Thank you. Roya and Kenyon, will you guys turn your video on? I'd love to call on you guys. I'm going to keep reading. Tia lights the first candle. What color is it? So Kenyon, what color is the candle that Tia is lighting?
Black.
So she lights a black candle. Your turn.
She likes a black candle.
Candle. Yes. Now, Kenyon, stay unmuted because you're going to answer all these questions. 3 more are red. Kenyon, how many more are red?
3 more.
Very good. And 3 are green. How many are green, Kenyon?
3 are green.
There you go. Thank you. Now you can mute. Roya, there are 2 events that happen during Kwanzaa. We play music. Mark plays a drum and dances. Roya, what are the 2 events that happen during Kwanzaa? Don't forget to unmute, Roya. What do they play over here, Roya?
Drums.
And what do they do over here? What's this a picture of?
Dancing.
There you go. And so your complete sentence is they play music and dance. Your turn.
They play music and dance.
Yes. I'm going to turn the page while you mute. It's the last day. Aman gets a gift and his family say Happy Kwanzaa. Aaliyah, do people exchange gifts during Kwanzaa?
I don't know.
Listen to the You got to listen. It's the last day. Aman gets a gift. So Aaliyah, do they exchange gifts during Kwanzaa? Look at the little boy. Is he getting a gift?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, when does he get the gift? Every day or the last day?
The last day.
There you go. Now you're picking up those key details. And is there anybody that I missed? Okay. You can mute your microphone, Aaliyah. This one, you can raise your hand. Now, if you listen to the text, do they say Merry Christmas or do they say Happy Kwanzaa? Ava?
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa. Yes, ma'am. It's right here in the book. There's my text evidence. Turning the page. Now, this is the next section of the book. Hayes, will you read this to the class, please? I'll point with my cursor.
I don't know what that
word
word
is.
What is
Symbol. Can you say symbol?
Symbol of Kwanzaa.
Okay, how many candles?
7.
And
7 candles.
Yes, sir. Do you remember what the candles go in? You were wanting to call it a boat, but what's it called?
Karanda.
So close. Can you say Kanara?
Kanara.
Very good. Let's look at this symbol. What is that a picture of? What's that word? Can you see it, Hayes?
Gifts.
Yep. What is this
Yes,
one?
I said gift.
Okay, what about this one?
Corn.
And this one?
Corn. Mat.
Yep.
Group.
Say crops.
Crops.
One more time. Crops.
Crops.
Very good. And then this one, in the story, they labeled it cup, but here it's called a unity cup. Can you guys say unity cup?
Unity.
Cup.
Unity cup.
Yes, Hayes, thank you. Please mute your microphone.
I'm
going to wait 1 second for microphones to be muted. This next section, remember, is called the picture glossary. And so it says, Africa, the second largest continent on Earth. It's south of Europe and Asia. If I go over here and this says harvest, is the time when large amounts of crops are ripe and are picked and gathered. I'm looking down here now. It says African American is an American whose ancestors were born in Africa. Last one is symbol, an object that reminds us of something else. Crops are symbols of harvest. It stands for their prosperity. And I'm going to turn the page just so you can see it. Here's the index. Because remember, in a nonfiction text, maybe I just wanted to learn more about something very specific, like their symbols. Well, this tells me that I can go to page 12. Or maybe I wanted to see what kind of drums they play during Kwanzaa. So I can tell that the drums are on page 18. The last section, remember, keep your microphones muted. The last section is called to learn more. And it just gives information about how you can go online, what to type. Okay. Now in Seesaw, it's going to tell you to listen to the story again, because you can hit the play button. I didn't hit play because I'm a reader, but you're able to hit the play button and it'll say, take the quiz. This is where the quiz is. Okay. And there's 5 questions. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing. And if you can stop recording, unless I'm still pinned. I forgot you pinned me. Because what I need for you guys is because